All right, guys, in this class, we're gonna teach you how you can play with speed to add these mini accelerations into your dancing. We're going to use the two patterns that you saw just now. We're going to use a whip double outside turn, and we're going to use like a double inside turn as an example. But this can really elevate your dance. Once you know how to do these patterns, like a basic double outside turn into drop, boom, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. I mean, now Karin is even accelerating herself a little bit. But once you do this super basic, it kind of looks flat. So the way to make it more interesting is to try to see like how long can you go slow and then go super fast to catch up again to make it more interesting. When people are watching this, they're like, there's no chance they're gonna make it, and then they make it anyway, yeah? So if we did like use this pattern and we went like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. Like we're going so slow on that like stretch before we pop the turn, and the turns go so fast. It looks really cool, yeah? So let's start with the whip. Number one, followers, you need to know that when I'm asking for it, you gotta like slow down and stay in compression. It's very common that we're on autopilot. Oh, here comes a double outside turn. I know what to do. Boom, boom, boom. Because we leaders are not used to leading like this. We're not used to leading and then popping it. We're just used to going at the same pace all the way through. So we gotta change that. So if we did a whip outside turn, went 1, 2, 3, and 4. So from here, leaders, I'm gonna reach, stay with my body under rotated, and I'm gonna stay in like this compression for a long time, and then I'm gonna turn for a shoo, and then pop the turn at the end. So I'm just literally gonna stay here, stay here, stay here. Make sure that you don't have like I almost said foot. Make sure that you don't have that you have a turnout in your feet as you stay here. Almost feels like a little tango position because you're all the way twisted, and then you kind of want to breathe in, and then turn, and then like the rotation of your body should be enough to lead a double turn for Karin. I don't want to go like, and then use the hand. I don't want to do that. I just want to twist my body, breathe out. Same goes for the follower, because then you go fast, yeah? So one last time, and then Karin will talk to the followers. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1.
Followers, for you, if you want to be able to do this pattern, you have to learn how to turn fast. You have to be strong if you want to do it. So we're starting a basic whip. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5. On the 5, I will realize that my leader stay here, and I know that I'm going to do outside turn. So from here, I'm just placing my left leg forward, and I'm creating prep with my body. The basic one will be this one, and then I will step back. So from here, he's making deceleration, so I want to create prep to the left with my hip. I'm giving compression with my right hand, and I'm giving prep. I'm doing prep to the left, and then I'm doing the double inside. I know that I'm going to do something fast, so I want to do the turns really close to my leader. Don't travel down the slot. So I want to do double turn on that spot. So here, 2. So 2 things, be fast. 3. Sorry, it's not 2, 3 things. First, be fast. Second, be close to the leader. Third, keep your arm, keep your frame, because if you will lift your arm too high, it will not good. So let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5. Prep, turn, stop, and be strong in the exit. Stay, finish on your right leg, yeah, and then from here, be ready for the next pattern.
Just a couple of things for the leaders to help this. Before I pop the turn, sometimes we like to do this. So instead of switching to compression right away, I'm just gonna, as I lift the hand for the prep, I'm gonna keep it like this. So if we're close to the camera, I'm gonna stay like this. And then once I'm asking for the turn, I'm gonna switch to palm, yeah? So if we did that, we went 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just lifting, and then as I pop for the turn, that's when I switch to palm. That helps it. Number 2, leaders, make sure that we're helping the follower because she wants to go fast, we have to help her turn into the spot. We can't ask her to travel far. Same thing is like, you know, when you lead an inside turn, or you can pull her forward and she will travel towards you, or you can kind of throw the turn a little bit behind her and she will turn in the spot, yeah? Same thing here in the turn. Bam, bam, bam. I don't want to give her too much energy down the line because then she will travel far. So I want to ask her to turn in the spot. I want to ask her here, I want to rotate, then pop the turn. So I'm like bringing her forward, then popping the turn, instead of doing the same two things at once. Yeah? So that's the whip double outside turn one last time, hitting the 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. Might add that little ding, hand styling leaders, yeah? So the second pattern we have is that double inside turn, which goes over the head. So that's a 1, 2, 3, 4 from here, staying, and then I'm gonna toss it, catch it, and then sometimes send her over to this and go for a drop. So this is also another exercise of leaders. If we're leading this in default mode, it's just gonna be 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. Like it's just gonna walk through there. So this one, we want to lead like this. We want to go 1, 2, and stay open, stay open, stay open, push. And that makes her turn in place. Yeah? So if I did that alone, it would look like this. 1, 2, and reach. And then I sometimes just go boom, catch her, and then drop onto my left leg, like so. And then for followers, you just listen for it, right? You just go 1, 2, and wait, boom. And as that prep happens, you just like, you collect and you turn in spot, right? You don't want to turn down the line. So those are like two ideas you can use to hit like a big phrase, a phrase change in the dance, where your goal is to slow down before, so people are like, what's happening? Boom, and then you go super fast. Because like, let's be honest, if you're doing this pattern and you just go like 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, like everyone can see how you're going to hit that when you start leading that pattern. Oh, it's gonna be a double turn, like everyone knows it, right? So we wanna be like engaged with the crowd. Some final notes is, actually you can add this into some of your basics too. You can try and slow down a tuck turn to try to add some mini accelerations here and there. So instead of going 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, say there was something, a little accent on the 5, so you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah? And that just adds a lot of flair, a lot of extra to your dance instead of only dancing it straight count. Wherever you can find those mini accelerations, it can really make a difference. Another one that comes to mind is like a slingshot. So if you're going to hit the 1, we can go, instead of going 7, 8, 1, we can try and delay that before. So we can go like 7, 8, 1, like try to delay it as long as possible, yeah? So play around with that. It usually involves turns or where the leader is like building energy and then catching it. But it's really high level. If you want to stand out in your advanced all-stars levels, you should be doing this, yeah?